Hey everybody, I got some great breaking news for you. The Social Security raise is going to be about 8.7% this coming year, but we also have news on the tax brackets. Our tax brackets are all expanding, and that's helping us out on taxation as well. So not only are we getting a raise for our Social Security, but we are getting effectively less taxation. So let's jump in and take a look at these new tax brackets for 2023. The first thing we always look at is that standard deduction. A few years back, it went much bigger, and now most people don't itemize. And so, especially if you're in your retirement years, the standard deduction is your best friend. So for single, it went from $12,950 to $13,850, almost $1,000 increase there. And then if you're over 65 or blind, which believe it or not, most of us seem to be actually blind, even wearing just basic glasses, we qualify under that sometimes. So you get an additional $1,850 on top of that standard deduction. That's up $1,000 from, or sorry, $100 from last year. If you're married, it went from $25,900 to $27,700, almost a $2,000 raise there. And if you're over 65 or blind, an extra $1,500 each. So if one of you is over 65, you get an extra $1,500. If you're both over 65, that is now $3,000 additional standard deduction. Okay, so that's the first part of the tax brackets that affect most of us. The second part is the actual taxation itself. Now, the percentage that you're charged in taxation is not changed. The only upcoming change we know of for the actual tax brackets is coming after 2025, where they will increase all of our tax brackets back to where they were prior to 2010-ish, somewhere around there. Anyways, so great news on the tax brackets. We didn't lower the percentage, but we increased the amount in each bucket. So what I'm showing here is how much taxable income you can have and have 12% or less taxation. Okay, so when you look at your income, you look at what's the taxable income before deductions, because I'm including the standard deduction here. In 2022, a single person could have $56,000 worth of income and still pay 12% or less in taxation. Whereas 2023, it jumps $4,000. Okay, so now we have $60,000 that you can have in income without paying more than 12% taxation. And for married people, it goes from $112,000 all the way up to $120,000. That's a great advantage that we now have. We can now have $120,000 worth of taxable income, and we're only paying 12% or less in taxation. If you're in the upper tax brackets, the 22% tax brackets also jumped. 103 for single is now 111. 206,000 is now 221. That means a married couple could have $221,000 worth of income and pay 22% or less in taxation. So we got to utilize these Roth conversions. We've got the 24% tax bracket that jumped as well. So take advantage of this. Pay as much low taxation as we can, because we know these tax brackets are going up 2025, after 2025. Okay, so when I say take advantage of these tax brackets, especially if you're in the 12% tax bracket, if you're a married couple and at $100,000 worth of taxable income, that leaves you $20,000 that you can move into a Roth this year. If you're single, if you had $50,000 worth of income, leaves you $10,000 you can move into a Roth this year. So keep this in mind. 2023, we got a big jump in our tax brackets. Usually it's a little bit here and there. This was a big jump. So take advantage of this. Pay as much 12% as you can, because taxation is not going down. I think most of us will admit that. So this is great news. Take advantage of these tax brackets. Make sure you pay as much 12% as possible. I know that sounds strange, but fill up that 12% tax bracket for the next few years until we see the taxation jump. Let us know if we can help out. I've got a tax report down below. You can always click on that. We're always available via Zoom nationwide. Subscribe, tell your friends about our YouTube channel, and we'll keep the content coming. Appreciate it. Thank you. We'll see you next time.